everyone, and welcome back to the Lucky 38 podcast. I know it's been like 70 years, but we're back. Hold on. We're back and better than ever. Oh, that's gonna happen. We're back and better than ever. And we've got a knack for making this better. Um, I'm really sorry I haven't had a chance to do one of these in the last couple of months. And yeah, that's because I am a loser. um, So yeah, today we're gonna talk about passes, my experiences at passes. I don't have a guest because I'm a loser. Hopefully next time I do this, we'll have a guest, or I will have a guest. I don't know why I say we. I'm the only person that's doing this, so I don't know. Anyway, uh, so yeah, recently I went to Pass East for a while. Well, not for a while, but I went for Friday. And I was in Boston Thursday, Friday, and part of Saturday. So to get to Boston, I caught the Greyhound bus. And I know there's a lot of reviews on the internet. I've read a lot of them that say that the Greyhound bus is horrible, but I know your mileage may vary, but for me, the Greyhound bus wasn't bad at all. I caught the Greyhound bus from Union Station in Washington, D.C. to the Port Authority bus terminal in New York. More about that later. And then I caught another bus from the Port Authority bus terminal in Manhattan to South Station in Boston, Massachusetts. So from D.C. to New York, the Greyhound bus was pretty good. Um, the bus actually left on time. I was supposed to leave. The bus was supposed to leave at 10 o'clock. It left at 10 o'clock, which is a miracle. I don't know. Like, that's a freaking miracle. And it got to New York earlier. We were supposed to get to the Port Authority bus terminal at 2:20 in the morning. We got there like 2 a.m. We got there 20 minutes early. Like, that's shocking. Um, I have to say, yeah, the Greyhound bus was pretty good. Um, Probably from DC to New York, probably the smoothest bus ride I've ever had. Um, when it comes to commuter buses, um, the driver was nice. The passengers were nice. The Wi-Fi worked. It was slow, but it worked. The power outlets worked, so I had a smooth experience. Now the Port 30 bus terminal, however, that's a different story. Probably the worst bus station I've ever been in. Like it, especially at 2 in the morning. Ooh, it smelled like piss, and oh my god, like if it's like if you're going to the Port Authority bus terminal like in the daytime, fine, but 2 in the morning it is super sketchy, super sketchy. And I had to spend 2 hours there too because again the bus got there earlier, so I gotta spend more time than I was expecting. Um, the second bus that I had to take from Manhattan to Boston was late, but it's only I think it was like 15 minutes late. This isn't bad. I guess it's better than being like an hour late, so that's good. Um, I got to Boston. I was supposed to get to Boston at 8:45. I didn't get to Boston until close to 10 in the morning, but that's fine. I guess. I mean, traffic isn't the best in Boston, so I don't know. I'm probably making up a lot of excuses, but eh. I'd say the Greyhound was a lot better than I expected. Um, but yeah, that your mileage may vary. Um, I've seen reviews that the Greyhound bus didn't even have a driver, so the bus route that canceled while they were trying to look for a driver. I've heard lots of horrible reviews about Greyhound, but for me personally, it wasn't too bad. But I probably wouldn't ride Greyhound again because just so I can avoid the poor dirty bus terminal because that bus doesn't get Lord. It's awful. Anyway, from there I did some sightseeing. I walked all over Boston. It's probably not a good after you've been on a 10-hour bus trip. It's probably not a good idea to do 8 more hours of sightseeing, especially if we had like maybe 1 or 2 hours of sleep on the bus. So by the time I had to check in at 4 p.m., I was done. Like I was absolutely done. Like I didn't go out at night or anything. I just went. I sat in. I got my tea card, one of my room, and one of my bed, and just went straight to sleep. um, after, yeah, I just went straight to bed after I read a book and talked to my friend. I just went straight to sleep. Um, I will say the hostel I stayed at were very nice. Everybody was very nice to me. The um, my roommates were very nice to me, and everybody was very nice, very cordial. Um, I don't really have uh, anything bad to say about High Boston hostel. They were very nice to me. And I had a very good time at the hostel, and no complaints. They were pretty good. I would definitely go again. I think the only thing I think next time if I do this next time, like a solo trip, I would definitely try to look for a place with a second that's around newness because just so I can rest for a bit and then late in the afternoon then start doing some sightseeing instead of going on a 10-hour bus trip and then going on a sightseeing trip 8 hours because my feet was just dead. um, by the time like I think it was like 3 o'clock. I was at the Boston Commons and I was just done. Like I was done. But I went to see the Back Bay. I went to the Back Bay and I went to Copley Place. And wow, that mall is just everything's expensive at that mall. Oh, good lord! I also went to the Prudential Center, which is another mall like across the street, and that was pretty good. Had a pretty good time. I got to see the Boston Public Library. Unfortunately, there are no pollutants there, so that's unfortunate, but whatever. Um, I got to see Chinatown, which is where I stayed. The hostel was in Chinatown, so I was more see everything they have to offer, and it's pretty good. What else did I see? Uh, what else did I see? I think that's it. I'm doing this all off the top of my head, so you'll have to forgive me for that. I didn't write down any notes like a professional would, so sorry about that. Um, I think that's it, really. Uh, Obviously, I went to South Station. Oh yeah, I got to see. I went downtown. Um, Saw a couple of places downtown. So yeah, that was a pretty good time, but it's just I was tired. um, Definitely don't do what I did. So Friday was Pat's East, and woke up early for that. I woke up early for that, and I went straight to the convention center. And my God, it's big. Well, first I caught the Silver Line, which is absolutely packed, which isn't a surprise because a lot of people, especially a lot of convincing goers like me, will pick the Silver Line. I had a good time at Pat's. I went to the Twitch Town Hall panel. I think that That may have been the first thing I did. Besides take some pictures for Zenny. I went straight to the Twitch Town Hall panel, and I got to meet some streamers, and that was pretty cool. Um, had a good time over there. Then went to Expo Hall, and that was fun. Yeah, it was. Oh my god. Yeah, you have to see the Expo um, Hall for yourself. It's big. Like, the whole convention center was like much bigger than I thought it was. And I think they're even trying to expand the Boston Convention Center even more than it already is, which is like, wow. It was massive. Like, I had to take some breaks because I'm an old man. I'm 29. I feel like 59 sometimes, so I have to take breaks. Um, but but I had a really good time with PAX. I think my favorite thing at PAX was the PC room was in the Expo Hall. That was a lot of fun. I was probably over like an hour at the PC Land room. Just seeing the different cosplay costumes was good. I think the one thing I regret was I didn't get to meet my friends that was at PAX because I was shy. Because I didn't want I didn't want to, like, I don't know, I'm just shy. So that's my one big regret. I didn't get to take pictures with my friends at Twitch. My friends who are Twitch streamers. That's my one big regret. Um, but yeah, other than that, I had a really good time. I think if I do go again, if I can, I'm definitely bringing my squad with me, my crew. You know who you are. But um, I think PAX is a lot better when you have friends with you. Definitely. I had a good time, but still. Um, so yeah, I was at PAX pretty much all. Yeah, I was at PAX all day. Then I left and I went to Cambridge. I took the subway station to Cambridge, and I walked over there for a bit. Got to see Harvard University, which is good. I didn't get to see the MIT or the Institute, unfortunately, which is what I wanted to. Maybe next time. If I do go next time, definitely I want to see the Institute. Well, the MIT. I keep saying the Institute because I'm far forward to call it the Institute. So, found the Institute instead of the MIT. So, yeah. Um, Saturday was my trip home, and I got home via the megabus. I actually got a $1 ticket back home, which is pretty good. From DC, from Boston to DC for $1. That's a damn good deal. I really like the megabus. I mean, I don't have any complaints, period. Like about Wayhound. Wayhound was good. The hostel was good. Pass was good. Megabus was good. I got to sit at the top deck. Man, it's beautiful. Like the view, especially like in Connecticut. I love uh, I love traveling in Connecticut because you get to see. I think I got to see Hartford. Well, I saw Hartford on Thursday because the Greyhound bus stopped in Hartford and Worcester. I had never been in Hartford or Worcester before, so that was pretty cool to see those two for the first time. But I got to see Hartford. We stopped at Milford. I got to see New Haven. I got to see Greenwich, Stanford, which is I got to see the WWE headquarters, which is pretty cool. Um, and New York, of course. But that was pretty cool. I like Connecticut. Um, First stop was in Secaucus. I don't think I've ever been in Secaucus before, so that was pretty cool. Seeing Secaucus for the first time. Secaucus has a weird pronunciation. Um, Philadelphia. A stop in Philadelphia was pretty cool. I got to take some pictures that are on my Instagram. I probably posted, if I remember to, I'll probably post it in the um, video description below. But Philadelphia, I haven't been in Philadelphia since like 2015, so it was good to be in Philadelphia again. And the megabus stopped in Baltimore County, so that's pretty cool. And I got back home. I left that megabus left on time, 10:15, and it got there on time, 8:45. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that the megabus got there on time, even though we had some travel issues. Um, I have nothing bad to say about megabus. I would definitely take megabus again. As a matter of fact, I would take it above the Greyhound, definitely. For the simple fact that there are no layovers between Boston and DC. So I don't have to worry about going to the Port Authority bus terminal, which is just horrible. 0 out of 10 would not recommend going to that bus terminal. Trust me, it's horrible. So overall, that took like 16 minutes. I wish I could have stayed longer, and I wish I could have been at Pat's on Saturday. But I think that was the cheapest. Obviously, a $1 ticket. That's probably gonna be my cheapest. That was probably my cheapest option. I think the rest of them. I think Megabus was like $50 on Saturday night, which is just horrible. And Amtrak was $80 that Saturday night. So yeah, that was my only option. I think next time I definitely want to go to Pat's Friday and Saturday if I can. If I go to Pat's again, I'm not sure. Pat's East, that is. I might go there and play this year. In Philadelphia. That's true. I might go there for like a day, on a day trip. Because Philadelphia is close enough that I can go there and get back and be home at night. So, might go there and play this year. Probably not West. And definitely not Pat's Australia. That's a bit too far. Uh, but yeah, had a pretty good time. I wish I could have stayed longer. I definitely wish that I could have gotten another day in of sightseeing. Because I wasn't able to get to Fenway Park because the day I came in, the Red Sox actually had their home opener that day. So good luck trying to get to Fenway Park because it would have been crowded. And Friday, the Red Sox had a day off, but I was a pass. And then Saturday, I had to leave, so I didn't get to see Fenway Park, which is unfortunate. I didn't get to go to Gillette Stadium, which is it's like 40 miles south of Boston. I think this time I definitely want to check out Gillette Stadium and Fenway Park. And I also want to go to Quincy. Most time, definitely. And Salem. I wanted to go to Salem this time, but I don't know. I'm cheap, so I think it was like $15 one trip to get to Salem. I'm back, but I'm just cheap. So that's my Boston trip in a nutshell. And now I want to review Wrestlemania because why not? Wrestlemania was pretty disappointing to be honest. Um, I don't know. So WrestleMania 34 was on. Let's see, it was on April 8th, 2018, the day after I came back. And let's see here. I didn't get to see the pre-show at all because I don't know why. Um, Seth Rollins beat The Miz and Finn Balor to become the new Intercontinental Champion. This match was pretty good. I thought that all three men worked hard to make this a very good opening match for WrestleMania. I would give this probably 3 3/4 stars. Definitely. Yes, I'm Dave Wilson now for some reason. um, Charlotte Flair defeated Asuka by submission to retain the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, and Asuka's streak is over. I don't think the streak should have been ended this soon. I really thought that Asuka was going to win this. Um, Especially since Charlotte lost the championship at SmackDown. Um, the SmackDown after WrestleMania. I really thought that Asuka should have either won or Carmella should have cast it in. Like Carmella casts it in at WrestleMania, pin Charlotte for 1, 2, 3. Asuka didn't get beaten. The streak would still been intact. Instead, for some reason, Charlotte beat. I mean, it was a very good match. It was a very good women's match. 5 4 stars. For some reason, I'm giving the stars now. Probably 4 star match, definitely. Jinder Mahal beat Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Rusev to become the new United States Championship. Not championship, but become the new WWE United States Champion. Oh man, this match is okay. Actually, Jinder Mahal isn't even the United States Champion anymore as of last night. Um, he actually lost the title to Jeff Hardy. So how long did he? How long was his reign? 8 days? 9 days? I don't know. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why Jinder Mahal won it. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking there. 2.5 stars. Probably the best night. Oh, probably the best match of the night. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey beat Triple H and Stephanie McMahon by submission after Ronda Rousey hit Stephanie McMahon with an armbar. It's probably the best match of the show. And if you would have asked me this before WrestleMania, I would have told you crazy. I thought the Shinsuke Izzy match would have been the match of the night, but it wasn't. This was a very good match. Ronda Rousey looked like a beast. Stephanie McMahon looked like a beast. Everybody looked like they're beast. Like Stephanie McMahon actually blocking the armbar a couple of times. I thought that was great. Ronda Rousey, this is probably the best debut match I've ever seen out of anybody. She was spectacular. Kurt Angle, yeah, he isn't as good as he was 10 years ago, but still very serviceable. And Triple H is Triple H. He's Triple H. He always looks spectacular. He always wrestles spectacular. 4.5 stars for a good match. The Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, defeated the Usos and the New Day to become the new WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions. This was a 6-minute match. This is a disappointing match. I thought this would be, I don't know, a lot longer than it was. This is pretty much a glorified squash match. It's what it is. 2 stars. The Undertaker beat John Cena in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Well, he wasn't becoming anything, I guess. This is also a very disappointing match. I know, the Undertaker is like 90 years old now. But, really, this is the best. I mean, I would rather have seen Elias beat John Cena. Give Elias Sampson that way, but he's already over. Like, I don't know. I mean, the Undertaker looked better than he did last year. I will say that. I mean, that's it. That's all I have to say. I wouldn't give this 2 stars, 1.5 stars. Daniel Bryan first match back since 2015, and Shane McMahon beat Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn by submission. Therefore, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are fired from SmackDown Live. And they actually got drafted to Raw last night, so they are now part of Raw. This was a very good comeback for Daniel Bryan, even though he was out for like half of the match. Um, Decent comeback match for Daniel Bryan. Shane McMahon, he needs to work on his punches. His punches are horrible. Why haven't anybody told Shane McMahon that his punches are just garbage yet? He's been back for 2 years. Nobody's told him that he needs to work on his punches. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were great. 3 stars. Nia Jax defeated Alexa Bliss to become the new Raw Women's Champion. This match was horrible. That's all there is to it. 1.5 stars. AJ Styles beat Shinsuke Nakamura to retain the WWE Championship. This match was probably the most disappointing match of the entire show. I think the only thing that people are going to remember from this match is the finish and Shinsuke's heel turn. Shinsuke was attempting the Kinshasa. I know I pronounced that horribly. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Shinsuke attempted to hit AJ with a Kinshasa. I don't think I pronounced that one any better, but whatever. We'll roll with it. AJ reversed that into a Styles Clash for the 1, 2, 3. It's not a bad match. It's not a great match. It's just a match. 3.5 stars. Braun Strowman and Nicholas, a 10-year-old kid, beat Cesaro and Sheamus to become new WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. What were they smoking when they booked this match? First of all, the titles were vacated the next night anyway, because Nicholas can defend it because he's 10 years old. So, and second of all, I know it's Braun Strowman, he's a beast, he's a horse. Well, Cesaro is a great wrestler. Sheamus is a great wrestler. You would think. They got buried. They pretty much got buried at Wrestlemania. They got buried. 4-minute match. Not even a star. A half a star. And finally, Brock Lesnar in an upset. Nobody thought this would happen. Brock Lesnar retained the WWE Universal Championship over Roman Reigns. This match sucked. It took 6 F5s for Brock Lesnar to beat Roman Reigns. That's right, 6 F5s. Do you know how many F5s it took Brock Lesnar to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30? It took 3 F5s. So you're telling me The Undertaker will get beaten down? Okay, I know The Undertaker had a concussion, but it's still The Undertaker. You're telling me that it took 3 F5s to end the Undertaker streak, but it took 6 F5s to take down Roman Reigns. Ridiculous. I'm sorry, that's just unrealistic. Roman Reigns should get now at least 2. Okay, 3. But it took 6 F5s to take down Roman Reigns. Before Brock Lesnar beat him, I thought they were just devaluing the F5. I thought this was gonna be his last match before he went off to the UFC. I thought they were just devaluing the finish, Brock's finish. But no, he actually beat him um, at 15:55 to retain the WWE Universal Championship, and this was the main event. Oh man, I mean, and apparently there's going to be a rematch at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Well, Roman will probably win that one. It's going to be a skill trades match, so Brock doesn't have to lay down for the 3 count. Roman can just climb up the cage, climb back down, and win the title. So it keeps Brock strong. Brock doesn't have to eat a pin. But man, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? And of course, the pre-show, Broken Matt Hardy won the 30-man armbar match and with the Giant Memorial Battle Royal with an assist from Broken Boy Wyatt. Cedric Alexander beat Mustafa Ali to become the new WWE Cruiserweight Champion. And Naomi won the first Wrestlemania Women Battle Royal. To That was Wrestlemania. If you take the Brock Lesnar match out, if you take the Raw Tag Team title match out, if you take the Nia Jax Alyssa Bliss match out, there's also if you take the Jinder Mahal match out, this looks like a pretty solid WrestleMania. Pretty great WrestleMania, but since those matches are on there, that brought down the quality of the show. I give it 6 out of 10. I mean, the main event, for some reason, Roman Reigns just gets put in horrible main events. WrestleMania 32 with Triple H. Well, that was probably one of the worst main events of all time. WrestleMania history, at least. WrestleMania 33 with The Undertaker, that was a horrible main event, but that wasn't really Roman's fault. That was just The Undertaker being old. And now this match was a horrible main event. I don't know. I mean, 31 was good. WrestleMania 31 with Brock was good. Why wasn't this one good? I don't know. This one, 2.5 stars. That's a WrestleMania review from Lester. I don't know who would want to listen to my review, but there you go. That's about it. That's the Lucky 38 podcast. I'm sorry that this was so short. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we can do one again soon with an actual guest. So, thank you for watching or listening. Peace.